There's a joke that goes something like this. As I get older and remember all the people I've lost along the way, I realize I wasn't cut out to be a tour guide. As a Franciscan, I've guided pilgrims in the Holy Land and to Franciscan shrines in Italy, and I've only had one instance where I failed to count heads and lost two of my pilgrims for a couple of hours. Luckily, they were able to reconnect with our group. In our first reading today, the prophet Jeremiah condemns the poor guides. He calls them the shepherds, who were the rulers of Israel. Through their neglect, God's people have been scattered and lost. So God promises to raise up a special shepherd, like the wise and just kings of the past. Jeremiah's prophecy points us to today's gospel, where Jesus encourages his disciples, just returned from a ministry expedition, to take time for some rest. But their break doesn't last long. People come seeking Jesus, hungry for his teaching. He has barely disembarked from his disciples' boat and gone to a deserted place where he sees a vast crowd, and his heart is moved with pity for them. Our contemporary situation as church may not be so different from these biblical settings. We struggle with the issue of leadership today in the church. We face change, scandal, decline in vocations, shortage of priests, and changing roles for laypersons. You and I can't solve all those problems, of course, but as the saying goes, we can be part of the solution offered in today's readings, namely that God is in charge and God's promise of good shepherding has come true in Jesus. Jesus offers us the model for leadership in his total self-giving. All of us in the church, by virtue of our baptism, share in various gifts of leadership. Those roles can be complex, such as church administration, or simple yet vital, helping feed, clothe, and house those in need. And at each Eucharist, these gifts given by the Lord are visible and nourished. In Mark's Gospel, today's text precedes the miracle of feeding that vast crowd. Over the next weeks, we'll switch to John's Gospel for a similar account, followed by Jesus' teaching on the bread of life, how he fulfills our hunger for more than just ordinary bread.